Hello, my name is Duncan Alderdice, and the reason I'm making these videos is to document the journey I take as I become who I am. The past 24 hours have been a very eventful 24 hours. First item of business, 34 dials, low. LinkedIn, not really much. But technically 5, but we'll count it as 4 demos held, 0 booked demos, but 1 closed deal. Now we're happy about that. We'll speak on today first, and then I want to talk about what happened last night. So, I had a demo that I booked myself at noon. When I went to call him, it turned out that there was already someone on our team working them. I sent over their information because on their notes it was like follow up with me in April, but then they booked a time with me today, so clearly they want to talk today, and then that person ended up closing them, so that was cool just to be like, and it also was the same person who I did a live transfer close when I was a junior AE, so that was fun. Then there was a marketing demo that was booked. It was a quick one. They were focused. They want the client profile, so who cares? Then another one that I booked for myself a long time ago was a cold call, and they had to reschedule a million times. Call went well. Is interested at some point, but like not interested at some point. It was got to the pricing. They seemed to want to invest into this program, but wanted to be able to dedicate the time and energy to it. And then they suggested a follow-up time and a date. One trend that I'm noticing is the follow-ups that are, even if they're long in advance, but actually stick and sometimes close, are when the person I'm speaking to suggests the follow-up and not when I'm the one who just suggests the follow-up. So that's good. So that was a productive demo conversation. Then there was a follow-up from the one earlier this week with a guy that I was kind of angry at, but by the end of it, but the conversation with him went actually better. To start off, he was going like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna go with you guys. And so like I go like, okay, that's fine. My job is to figure out whether or not what they're saying is what they actually mean. And in this circumstance, it wasn't. The reason why he was hesitant to move forward with us was because he has never used a lead generation / coaching service, a lead gen, we'll just call it, in the past. And then so I went going like, okay, so it just feels like a risk. Yeah, but then exploring further, then he's like going like, yeah, but I don't know, like what's the intent of these people? Like the people are just filling out like a web form online. And so I challenged that and I said, well, okay, how often do you fill out 40 questions and verify your phone number and provide an email just on a whim in your free time? And then he laughs and says, never. And I go like, yeah, okay, so neither do these people. Like, yes, no, they're not expecting your call per se, but they have taken the time to do this. So they're a step above in the right direction. And then he was the one who was going like, yeah, okay, I didn't think the call was going to go this way. Can we, but I'm open to talk more about it. Can we follow up on Monday? And what I liked about the fact that he suggested Monday was normally brush-offs are like, let's talk in a month. Follow up with me at the end of April, which is like what that guy did to the guy who I ended up booking and then he closed today. But he said Monday, so it means it's top of mind. He will make a decision for it. If on Monday he doesn't want to go for it, I'll still inquire further to see if he actually wants it, but that's fine. At least a decision is made, and at least it's not just something that's in the pipeline that I'm just waiting for. Then we had a cool fun team building activity, which was like an escape room. That was a lot of fun. And then lastly, there was a demo that I had booked yesterday at 5:30. And when I looked into the contact information, it turned out to be someone who had been demoed before. And it looked like there was a lot of intent. In the end, the deal closed, but like I feel like I just took an order. Like I didn't actually do any selling. I just didn't fuck up the process, which I mean, I'm happy with, but like they got on the lowest level, which is what they were saying on the initial call with the other guy who fail to follow up with him effectively and also isn't with the company anymore. We had a good conversation. He had questions, but it was a pretty textbook process. I'm not complaining about the free commission-free sale. That puts me at almost like just over halfway to quota, which is exactly where I want to be. And I know that there's like 2 more weeks left in March, so it's possible. But it's a weird feeling because it's nice to end the week with a closed deal, but I think it's just more like I don't feel like I can really take credit for it. Like it was a 1 call close, yeah, but it was technically just the second call I think it's just more, I will celebrate and feel proud when I have earned the sale, rather than just, like, if you just subbed in me with anyone else, the same result would have ensued. Which is not to say like it just is more, I don't believe there was a tremendous amount of skill required in order to secure the deal there. But here's the main topic that I want to talk about, the real interesting thing, the thing that happened last night. Because I'm just like in my bed watching YouTube videos. I kind of want to get those sour cherry balls things. I don't have a bag of them, but you know, there's little, they're like, they're red balls and like they're hard, but like you eat them and they taste like cherries, but it's actually candy cherries. They're fucking delicious. I like them. I wanted to go get them. And so I was like, okay, like we're going to walk to the convenience store. So I went to the convenience store, picked up my phone because that's the first thing I do. And the first thing I see on the screen is it's a notification on my Google Calendar saying like meeting with person. I'm just going to not say their name. But so then I go, wait, hold on. It says it's at 8:45. Is that real? Is that tomorrow? And like I check and like it's like, no, it is today. And then I'm thinking, going like, oh fuck, I don't want to have to like host this demo. Like, are they even going to show up? Because it was also a free software sign up. So then I'm assuming they just want to get the free version of it. That's fine. But like, I was like lying there thinking like, okay, well, if I sent them an email saying like, could we reschedule? I don't think that would be an issue with. There would be an issue with that. Like maybe they could, and then also like management wouldn't get like mad, like work-life balance. There's that whole thing. But then it was like, okay, well, if I'm gonna go to the effort of thinking about an email to write, I might as well just like have the conversation with them. Like, well, the worst case, like I call and they don't even pick up. Like it's late. Maybe they just did by accident. So like 8:45 rolls around after killing time for 7 minutes, and I call them right at 8:45, and it rings and it rings and it rings, and I'm thinking like, I'm not double dialing this person. If they don't pick up the first time, I'm not going to do it. Like it's like, we're not going to do that. And then it rings, and I hear their voicemail. It's like, okay, cool. I'll leave a voicemail and then we'll leave it at that. And so I'm saying the voicemail, and then I'll always say who I am, why I'm calling, and then my phone number, but I say my phone number twice, so you don't have to re-listen to the voicemail the next time. And so say the number the first time, and after I say it the second time, then someone picks up, goes like, hey, sorry, this is him here. Like I forgot I scheduled this time, and like a little bit back and forth conversation. Okay. So then from that point forth, I'm going like, well, we just wanted to sign up for that free software kind of thing. I didn't ask that directly because he was just talking like out front. But what he says is essentially, I have a book of business looking for a new way to find new clients. I'm working with a CFP who said to check out you guys and a competitor. So that's what the point of this call is here. And so then I go like, okay, perfect, ideal client profile. We're at 14%, so the battery shouldn't die, and has the need. So then I go through the actual whole demo process and just kind of like what I've been doing over the course of the day. And then that comes to the end of the sort of call, like at end of the presentation. Like he meets the criteria. He has opportunity to, like, he has experience and the courage to actually go door knocking, which I go like, if you are actually willing to go knock on doors to find new clients for your business, then you will have a tremendous amount of success with these people who have actually taken the time to fill out the form, and you have a working phone number. Like, okay, like it's a no-brainer that, like, at least I can speak with conviction that that person's going to succeed with what we can deliver, because we always deliver. But then so it's getting to near the end of the demo. I haven't brought up pricing or anything, but I'm just like talking about the normal packages. And then so he goes like, well, is there any other information that I need to know? And I go, no, not really. I mean, like, moving forward, I guess like we could just like book a follow-up call next week whenever you talk with the competitor that's done. And then he says like, okay, well, I mean, I don't know if I'd even have to talk to the competitor. Like, I'd be open to see your pricing page. And that took me, like, that shocked me right in the moment, because I'm going like, I thought you were just gonna, like, you just wanted information, just we're gonna go price compare and go with the cheaper option. But no, okay, hold on. And then like my brain turns into closing mode, which essentially is like I'm going like, okay, this person wants to be on the program. Like, they fit the criteria. It's a no-brainer for me before they've even said this. So like, how do we get them on? And so I bring them to the pricing page, but then what it was disappointing was they they saw the pricing that they saw was more expensive than what they anticipated it being. And then so it's like, okay, cool, let's isolate that. Is it just price that's holding you back? Because there's sometimes you can give a discount or whatever. Well, I know that as a fact, but I want to make sure that I'm not just discounting to get the business. Like, oh, you don't really want this, you don't want this. What if I make it cheaper? But I want it to be more of a, you want this thing, but you can't actually afford that. So like, how can I help you out? And like that conversation lasted like an hour of me just like going like, I believe in you. Like it was a cool, fun time. By the end of it, he ended up closing at like 9:30 at night. Then I did an onboarding for the remaining hour. We had a good conversation of that. I know he'll do well with the platform. Like gave him bonus. Like did everything that I could because I actually believed that he could succeed on the platform and actually needed us. So like it's the perfect combination. They are the person who has the problem we solve, check, and wants to solve that problem, double check. So then it's fucking let's go. If you want to go with the higher tiers, but you can't achieve that right now, that's all right. Go with the lower tiers, build up some book of business, get some more fucking money, and then go for the higher tiers and buy yourself a new house, you know? So it just is, it was a lot of, it was fucking wild because I was not expecting that at all. Like I was not expecting it to close. I felt fucking fired the fuck up, going like, there's nothing I can't do. Not nothing that I can't do, but I was just starting to actually see and feel that it was like what that closer mentality feels like, because it's less so. Here's what it was. By the end of it, I didn't feel like I got him. It was like the right decision outcome came. Like from this point forth, like that person's life will improve. So I did my job. I did not let him make the wrong decision, which would have been to not subscribe to our services. That's what it was. And yeah, like then there was one personal point is like when I offered the promotion, I did say that it was a first call promotion, which I've been resistant to actually doing, but I was successful in doing so. I think more the thing, like I'm rambling a bit, but I'm rambling a lot. That's what these videos are. I think the more strange thing was when he's saying he doesn't have the money. And when I keep overcoming the objections that he has, and I say that it's a first call promotion, all of a sudden he starts saying, do you guys accept credit card? And then looking at his balance. And then it just like, it was interesting because it was the moment where I understood that an objection is not a fact. It is just an emotion articulated. What do I mean by that? When someone says, like, I'm not sure the quality of the household, the price is too high, the typical objections you kind of get, what they're really communicating is, I'm unsure of the decision. Because that throughout that call, like he said, going like, you're really good at your job, like you made me feel confident to do this. And so that was nice to hear, going like, okay, that's like I'm doing not what I'm paid to do, but what I'm supposed to do. And because it was lined up with the right person, then it's a mutually beneficial sort of thing. But just, you never know unless you ask. Like you push through, don't take what they're saying at face value. Like have the conviction and belief in yourself such that you can instill and inspire belief in others. Fuck, no, I could have finished that better. Like it's a transfer, it's emotion. It's just everything's starting to come into place and start to make sense. And I know the guy's gonna have success on the platform, like just without a doubt. And we will be able to support him in the way to see that success through. So like I don't feel guilty. I think it was just more. That's what it was. You see, like I see like sales videos of people like on the brink and then going like, okay, well let's find the money. That seems like a hypothetical situation that you only see in movies, and then just to have it playing for me in between my like hearing it first person as a consequence of the things that I'm saying was it was eye-opening. No, I think it was eye-opening because like I think that's more what it was. I know the way that I was speaking like transferred a a level of conviction that I have in the program into him, which is what was needed. And it's more, I don't feel like it was a game that I've like tricked him. I'm trying to get to the point but I don't know what it is yet. I think that's what it is. Like if you're a highly effective certified closer, what you're good at doing is actually helping people and helping people make the right decision. I think that's more what it is like it feels wrong, something like going like it's a first call promotion. Technically I can get it later, but so then that's what makes me cringe at saying it's the first call. But because I said it was the first call, and because I had everything else going for that in the other departments, that led him to make the right decision for him, which was to subscribe to the service. Because it turned out the competitor that he was going to go to wasn't actually a competitor that's something similar. It just was a service that you can find people's names on, which is essentially the same as just cold calling from a phone book or just randomly knocking on doors. Like, whereas this service actually provides targeted for professionals in the financial and insurance space. I don't know. It was a cool thing. It was a cool thing, and just I was blown away. I was not expecting that to be how I ended the evening. So I will talk to you later. It's St. Patrick's Day. We'll see what we do on the weekend. Jennifer, I know I need to listen to your song tonight, and I don't want to procrastinate it. I'm not going to. No, I said it like I know. YouTube comment and the fucking Instagram message that I would look at it tonight. So I will. This has been a long one. 17:07, 8, 9, 10. Big week. I'll talk to you later.